What up, ladies and gentlemen? Guys, like I said in my message, doing a two stream tonight rather, sorry. And guys, we're picking up kind of actually where we left off on Tainted Grail. I really have not touched the game since because well, as you guys can see, I've been playing Liza P. Not to say that Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon is not a good game, because it is. It's a great game. Super freaking fun game. I already have hundreds of hours in that game, so nonetheless, we're here, and guys, we are going to continue streaming and finishing off the actual main story now. We are actually going to finish the main story now on stream. We're not going to be doing any side quests or leveling up or anything like that. We're pretty far off in the game now. So, let's get into it, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me finish up my tags, and then we are good to go. Um, my members. Still got some members, don't I? I do. Cool. All right, let's go. All right, well, that game's loading. I will be right back. Now that should not be copyrighted music right there, because I for sure know 100% facts that I turned that off on this game. Yeah, disable copyrighted music. Cool. Turn this down just a tad bit, guys.
So you're the one who lit up the sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity. This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. If it's not their matron they're hoping for, then it's for the pillar to flood the village in scarlet light. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them. That's what they call their priestess. She disappeared long ago and never returned. The Volker claim she took Mater's favor with her, giving them thirst. They act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not. That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer that, but you should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you. Meet me.
Okay. Alright, so now we need to get back up there and go and talk to... I don't think that's where I have to go. Ah. So guys, these two swords, this one on the right, you find it when you're searching for the voyage of Andraste. Look at what that does, dude. So the other one, they both, the Sunfire sword does its own little thing with its magical powers, but they both do the same thing. One does base more significant damage. Let me show you. It's called the Tide Piercer, and it does 150% of the weapon damage to all enemies, but it costs 20 mana. This one costs 20 mana and it does 50% of the weapon damage, burning all enemies. So we have fire and magic going all in one blast, and literally it looks as like it does right there. You know what I mean? And it's a beast. It is a freaking beast. See, am I in the right area, guys? I'm trying to get used to the... No, I'm not. So... there we go.
Hello again, fellow outsider. Welcome to the heart of the Volker's desolation.
Oh wow, look at this. No way, look at these spells. Oh wow, bro. Woo, man, look at these guys. Oh, this is insane. Yo. No freaking way, dog. I've been waiting for some new spells, guys. Look at this one, the Fire Ruin. This is absolutely the strongest spell ever. Damn. I don't care. I got so much of it anyways. It's all good.
It's all. It's always.
I gotta see what this spell does, guys. Like, I really do, man. So my Scorching Blaze was always a cool one, but nah. This Fire Ruin one. Oh no.
It's always a pleasure to see you, fellow outsider. What brings you here today? Ah, Matron Frigg. I doubt she'd have been pleased to see me here, in a place that belonged only to her and those who came before. The Volkers say she cursed them and left, that Mater herself hid her tracks so she could never be found. They're wrong. At least about finding her. She may be gone, but her presence is everywhere. You just need to follow it. You've seen it by now. On Avalon, the weirdness is always there. Thick in some places, thin in others, but never truly gone. And everyone leaves their mark on it. Some faint, some strong, but someone like the Volker Matron, she'd leave a trail bright as a blaze. You just need to find it. First, you'll need to sharpen your senses to the weirdness. I have something that can help, but before you set out, I want to ask a favor. When you find the totem, don't go running straight to Angsvar. Bring it here instead. If a new matron takes her place, these doors will close to both of us forever. And I need to know what's behind them. I'll repay you, I promise. Answers and more. Excellent. I can hardly wait. Here, Ether Bloom. Woven with ethereal cobweb and just a hint of wolfsbane. You'll need to smoke it. Be brave.
That's funny. I mean, no joke, bro. I'm like literally freaking stoked with this new magic that I just found. Like, insane. And there's this person that hit me up in my comments saying in 9 hours they had the same spell power as me. Dude, there's no freaking way you have the same spell power as me. Unless you've done some kind of mod or something like that. There's just no way. My spirituality's at level 37. In 9 hours, you wouldn't even have that many levels, dude. And you were only level 17, you said in the comments. So that makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, yeah. So, Brydell told me... Let me see here. Let's go to these quests. Okay, so I need to smoke that stuff on this game. Let's see here. How do I do that? Oh. And this hailstorm does a lot of damage too. So does the Storm Piercer. This does the Searing Cinder. That's sick. Yeah, there's just no way, dude, that your levels like that. Okay, so I smoked it. Now I need to locate Matron. All right, so going from here, well, we don't go that way, obviously. But we do need to get to over there. So, okay, we're gonna make it down there. Always wondered how to get over there. I don't think that's a good idea. I just did. Nope, I'm good. Yep. I'm gonna change this one thing real quick. So that does that much damage. I'm gonna change this one to. I just want to see it real quick. How does that only do that? What? No. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Sorry, 1 second, guys. It's sick. So we got something that does fire and then something that does ice. I think that's gonna be a good build overall, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comments. Okay, so I've never really been down this far. Okay, well. Alright. How do I... I'm trying to remember. Okay, guys, I've been playing other games. A lot of other games. I forgot how to do those buttons. Sorry. Now I remember. Cool. So now we're good this way. Excuse me. You're dead already, bro. Just chill out, dude. You're gone. I got you. Don't worry. Alright, buddy. Oh, what's this? Mathron's insignia. Alright, cool. And then elusive robe. What does that do? Increases magical critical chance by 25% when below 20 max mana. When below 20% of your max mana. Not bad. 25%. That's really good. I like that. Okay. Might have to work with that. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Right. All things aside, guys, I won't be able to do too long of a stream on this one, but I did say I was going to stream, man. Oh, here, pick it up again tomorrow. Um, oh, what? Who's this? You can call your damn horse back. I'll be damned. Or your pet back. I'll be damned. That's cool. That is pretty dang cool, guys. Sure. I did not. Wow. Okay. What else have they done on this game? I mean, basically, I have everything upgraded. It's for magic. So, we take it to either Angusive, or we take it to
Watch out.
man, shut the hell up, huh? See. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna give it to that other person. Whatever reason, I feel like it's gonna be more of a, well, it's just gonna be more of a interesting twist in the story. Maybe you'll get more magical powers, maybe you'll get more stronger spells. I thought I had the stronger spells in the game when I was posting those videos, but obviously I don't. But anyways, we're alright.
It's always a pleasure to see you, fellow outsider. What? Oh, now that is exciting. But please, the honor should be yours. You're the one who put in all the hard work, after all. I'll be right behind you.
You're gonna stab me and you're gonna
Why?
backstab me.
The traces of it run through their veins, like tiny sparks lighting them from within. That caught my curiosity, so here I am, trying to satisfy it. Angsvar let me stay because the pillar glowed when I arrived, and everyone decided it meant something. Salvation, a new beginning, anything to pull them out of this mire. I turned out to be none of those things. So I promised him I'd at least try to figure out how to open these damn doors without
Hey,
the
what's
matron's
up, Dave?
totem. So
From
far,
Toronto.
I failed spectacularly
Thanks for
at that
watching,
too.
man. Do appreciate that. And Tainted Love, it's a song? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's a song, but the game? Like, what do you mean?
There's no priestess, no goddess, and barely any believers. Hardly enough to call it a temple, is it? Faith breaks so easily. That's why we don't believe in locking it away in buildings.
Tainted Grail is a game
or people, for that matter.
about King Arthur.
Other than their famous battle rage being less about their goddess's wrath and more about the weirdness churning behind these doors? Not much, sadly. The mysteries just keep piling up, as they always do. Speaking of which, there's something I want to ask you. You're not one of my kin, yet you almost feel like one. It's a bit distracting. Tell me, what's your secret?
I got you. Okay, I didn't understand, my bad. Right on, right on. Yeah, I guess Tainted Love. I actually have not heard that before, man.
Huh. That is certainly interesting.
How do you like this game?
And it might have answered more questions than just this one. Might have sparked a few more too. We'll see. Hopefully.
Okay. Hang on 1 second, guys. So obviously we're fighting the big blue demon guy. He's a Fort Dweller Knight, and you know, first and foremost, guys. Ooh, man. Got him. It's a good game. I mean, I like Tainted Grail. I think it's better than a few games that have been coming out in 2025. I will give you that. I have played Fable a long time ago. I am looking forward to the new one that's coming out, very much so. But I can't really call on too much of Fable 1 and 2 because, yeah, it's just so long ago, man. Many, many, many years ago, like, decade plus. Where do I go? Hold on. Where do I go? Confused. Hold on. Where the hell do I go? There's only this place right here. So am I like trapped in here? Or do you gotta drink from the thing again? Oh yeah, okay. I'm definitely looking forward to Fable for sure, man.
Oh, you're back. I tried following you, but the door shut right in front of my face. Almost on my nose, to be honest. Maybe I could go in now, but first I'd rather you just tell me what happened in there. A Fort Dweller? Ah, so it's just as I suspected. But why would a Fort Dweller be in what's supposed to be the Temple of Meter? Angstvar told me the pillar in the village was ancient, and that back in the day it would blaze scarlet with Mater's true fury. But we both know that it simply reacts to creatures touched by the weirdness, and it hardly ever blazed for either of us. That's because it's tuned to react specifically to the Fort Dwellers. I know that Alrita fought alongside King Arthur against them, but it still doesn't explain why this one tribe has a pillar like that.
Shit, yeah, Fable 1 was back in 2004, man.
I see now. According to the Volker legends, the first berserkers were
Fable
born on the
2
battlefield
was
during the
back.
war with the Fort Dwellers. Mater was supposed to lend them her anger and strength, but maybe the truth is far more visceral. Blood has power. The Druids always knew that. And the blood of a Fort Dweller must have been the purest weirdness, the purest intent. If you believed it could make you invincible, then that's exactly what it would do.
2008, so I mean, yeah, it's been coming up on almost 20 years, dude. But hell yeah.
War is disgusting. Blood, rot,
I think that
viscera,
game's gonna break
it's all
some
part
records,
of
man.
it.
I think really Fable
What happens in
is
war
going
is
to
never
the new
pretty.
one when it comes out. It's gonna be definitely a contender for Game of the Year.
Maybe, once. It could have been a captive,
Hopefully it comes
brought
out
here
this
by the
year,
Dalrita and hidden in the
2025.
vault. But there's no way it survived for 600 years, being bled over and over again. Nothing could endure that. At least, I hope not. I think it's an apparition of the weirdness. Same with the blood. But with intent that strong, sustained for so long, it's probably indistinguishable from the real thing. Well, I can't say for certain. Although personally, I don't believe she's truly on Avalon. As for the potion, her wrath isn't really hers. It's born of the weirdness. That's why so many of the Volker still have its traces coursing through their veins. Once someone drinks the potion, it stays with them. But that much weirdness all at once for someone so unprepared? Well, it can't be good. No wonder other tribes thought they were madmen. And no wonder there are so few left. You will do with this knowledge what you see fit. Angstvar and I, we've had our differences. I doubt he'd believe me. And honestly, I'm not brave enough to try to convince him. Now, I promised you a reward. I'll give you something he refused, but it might be of some use to you. I've managed to create a recipe for something similar to their potion. It's not as potent, but now that I know what it is, it's far less damaging to the body. Take it. You look like you've still got a long journey ahead of you. Don't mention it. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I think I'll stay here for a while and see how things unfold. After that, I'll find another mystery to chase. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again, fellow traveler in the weirdness. In the meantime, try not to get into too much trouble. Unless it's something interesting.
Right on. But you got decreases. Ooh, look at that, dude. No way. Increases the damage that you get given to you by 20%. That's actually pretty damn good. Mind you, when you're playing on survival mode, the hardest difficulty, I think that would come in definite handy.
our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor. Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that refused to end. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Elspeth, the girl chosen to be the next matron, took her own life today. Threw herself onto the rocks.
Wow, that's stupid.
Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us. But maybe she had her own burdens. Ones we never saw. Shame she chose such dishonor. Shame she did it. Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a matron-to-be. We need a matron. And if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition. But I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspeth's hut. See if she left any notes or hints about who should follow her.
Cool. That's cool. One thing, alright guys, so I know that was a side quest, but it was kind of gearing towards, you know, the main quest, I would imagine. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just pick up on the Act 3 quest, which is this one right here, the Long Defeat. And so in order to do this one, guys,
Watch out.
shut up, bro. Guess no more or what? Yeah. Would have kept I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Something to go. Oh, what the hell? I'm stuck? I don't understand what the hell. Oh, that's sick. Oh no, bro. That is a dope spell, bro. No way, man. Alright, yeah. That definitely caught my attention. Yep. Hey, there's my horse. I was wondering where she went. What's up, Roach? Sick. Love the spell. Almost died, guys. know, I really think that is going to be probably one of the sickest spells that you can come across in this game. Now, I know there may be additional ones, and I just have not come across them. Mind you, this game is pretty damn big, so... That's gonna open up this portal, guys. Here we go. Mind you, this is one of the last, well, I don't know if it's the last quest, but it's like Act 3. I'm pretty sure you're gonna fight Caradoc because he wants to kill King Arthur. And either I want to keep King Arthur.
You finally made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. Philosophically, not you specifically, but someone like you. Literally. Yes, and I was getting quite bored with the wait. Ready to finish your journey, of course. You've come far. But every path ends somewhere. Yours ends here, in the heart of it all. This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand. To greet you. I was once where you are now. A knight with questions, searching for answers. That search led me to this place. And here I found my answers. Now it's your turn. Well, death doesn't always mean an ending. It was a sacrifice so costly, so cruel, so pointless, that it tore a rift in the fabric of this world.
Okay.
An ultimate wound. And so you're the closest you'll ever come to seeing the true shape of this world. Just remember, this is the point of no return. Once you've stepped through, there's no going back. But if you've come this far, I suppose you already knew that. Go on. He's waiting for you. Go on.
I don't know what's gonna happen, guys, but let's just go for it. Why is my pet right there?
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion. Oh, forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us. Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you. Yes, please let me explain. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed. They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure if bound to his relics. You can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure.
Okay.
I tried. And I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you. The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole. That's why you found the king's soul, bound it to yourself, and came back. You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I merely nudged the Red Church in the right direction and asked Caradoc to assist where I couldn't. I can see you're still doubting me. I want to bring back our king, whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future. Won't. This time, Arthur will be whole. A king must be more than power. He must be human. That balance is what will save Avalon. Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone.
Okay.
Arthur is their only hope.
So
Ever they're left without him,
ultimately,
without guidance,
Caradoc
chaos
wanted to
takes
kill
hold.
King Arthur. This
Division
guy, Orin,
festers.
which
You've seen it
is
during
the
your
boss
journeys.
of Caradoc,
If things continue
was
this way,
the last apprentice
Avalon
to
will
Merlin.
tear itself apart
Merlin
long
was
before weirdness
associated
finishes the job.
Arthur back 600 years ago. Anyways, Orin wants to resurrect King Arthur, kind of like I wanted to resurrect King Arthur. And that's what's led up to this point. That's what's going to happen now for this. So, let's get this started, guys.
They will follow him. That's what people do. When weirdness comes to their doorstep, they'll beg for a savior. And Arthur will answer the call. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
And I agree. Either I'm gonna have to fight King Arthur, or it's gonna be something of greatness, we'll see, or I will become King Arthur myself. And if I have to fight King Arthur, I'm down all day long. I know I'll win.
I was there when it all began, when Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army. We believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom. And for a while, it was glorious. Every battle felt like a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers, all because his dream demanded it of us. At first I told myself it was necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king.
He was.
He was just another man, no different from the rest of us. And no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices. But do you understand why I wanted so much? I'd like to believe that after 600 years I've moved past pettiness. You need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human. But he wasn't. He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow. They waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn. Let it rot. Let it rebuild. I won't be here to see it.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table can just crown someone new to replace him. You think the people can stand on their own against the weirdness, the monster? You want people to adversity without guidance and leadership. Isn't that just chaos waiting to happen? And what if your way leads directly to people's fall and demise?
Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern. If the weirdness takes them, so be it.
Nah, bro, but see, that's where you're all
At least
mixed
it
up,
won't
man.
be another king's failure. Another
Tripping,
lie
dude.
propping up a dying world.
You tripping,
It'll
bro.
just be
You tripping,
what it is. Then let it. If this world can't stand without a dead king propping it up, maybe it deserves to fall.
What about you, dude? You're immortal, so why can't you die? No?
Call it chaos, call it freedom, I don't care. Let them rise, let them fall. Let them tear each other apart. I just want to watch it all come down. To see the last lie collapse under its own weight. What comes after? That's for the ones still standing to figure out.
Like you, because you're immortal.
Arthur's the only myth that still holds weight. And when he's gone, the rest will rot with him.
I don't believe it.
A puppet king, another empty throne, none of it will last.
I'm gonna fight
Maybe they'll
Caradoc
keep
right now,
pretending for
I
a
imagine,
while.
guys.
Maybe they won't.
And I am
I've
playing
lived
this game on the
longer than
hardest
any man
difficulty,
should.
so this should be a
Seen
good fight.
more than anyone should ever bear. And I've waited centuries for this moment, this chance, to end it all. To end him. Arthur isn't Avalon's hope. He's its curse. He's the chain that keeps it bound to the past, dragging it down no matter how far it tries to climb. We were fools to tamper with forces we didn't understand. Resurrecting Arthur, infusing him with powers of the weirdness. We didn't just bend the natural laws, we shattered them. Such violations of nature's order cannot go unanswered. The bill comes due, sooner or later. Always. This cannot be allowed to continue. Listen, it's taken longer than I ever imagined, but now, here we are. You've done what no one else could, what even I couldn't do. You've brought Arthur's soul back together, almost complete, but not quite. And because of you, I can finally finish what I started centuries ago. So, thank you for bringing us to this moment. You're close now. Just one more step. The last fragment of Arthur's soul is waiting for you. Complete what you came here for. And then, we'll meet again. As allies, or as enemies. That's up to you. Go. Find the last piece, and let's end this. Whatever comes next, I'll be ready. I hope you will be too.
Where am I? What the heck? Can't go in the water. Does that make sense? Or black and white. Butterflies.
You've come. The one who carries what's left of me. Please, don't come any closer. Don't force me to think about coming back again. Just let me finally die.
What?
Because I've had enough. Enough of being torn apart and stitched back together. Enough of being used, shaped, and forced to be something I'm not. Do you know what it is like to be a king of nothing? To see the people you swore to protect suffer because of your choices? Or worse, in your name. I've seen towns burnt to the ground, families destroyed. All because someone thought it would serve the greater good. And they called it loyalty. They called it justice. I've been dragged through every dream.
Is that King Arthur
every
himself?
lie they've built around me. And I'm tired. Tired of the weight, of the expectations, of all of it. And most of all, I'm tired of failing. Orin wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind the myth. He sees a symbol, a weapon to wield against the weirdness. But symbols aren't people. They're empty. And the more they're used,
Wow, this is
the
pretty
more
interesting,
they hollow
guys.
out the one who carries them.
The story really did take a turn.
That's all I've ever been to Orin and the Druids. Do you know what it's like to be a weapon? To be forged, sharpened, and thrown at every problem? He thinks ending me will free Avalon. But what then? Without an idea, a light to guide them, they'll stumble, lose their way, and turn on each other. People always seek something to follow, something to believe in. Take that away, and they'll tear each other apart trying to find it. Or worse, build something even crueler in its place.
Oh, wow.
I want release. I want to stop being a tool in their endless struggle. Kill me. Destroy the last piece of me and use the energy however you wish. Take it yourself and become the new king. Give it to someone else. I don't care.
I'll become the king, bro.
Just don't let me die. Not as Arthur. Not as the king. Just as a simple, normal human being. Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left of him? You've already taken up the humanity I was meant to represent. Doesn't that prove Arthur doesn't need me anymore? I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is? To finally not care what happens next? Whether Orin gets his king or Caradoc gets his ruin? To not feel the burden of all my failures? To not see my memory tarnished, my plans, goals, and ambitions dragged through the mud? To not see the suffering my name causes? No more deaths in my shadow. No more kingdoms built on my bones. Another way? There's always another way, isn't there? Another cycle, another resurrection, another lie to keep the world spinning. But please, not for me. Not anymore. I've had enough. I don't want another chance. I want this to be over. Do what you think is right. That's all I can tell you. Because whatever you decide, it will finally be your choice. Not mine. Not theirs. And that's the only thing I've ever... You hold the choice.
It's dragging out a little too long, guys.
I don't care who you side with. Orin, Caradoc, or no one at all. You have all of my soul. Use it. Take it for yourself. Or give it to someone else. I don't even want to know. Do what you will with it. Just let me go. Let me die.
Okay, dude. Come on, bro. Real man, you're... Oh, wow. Look at all those hands. That's crazy, bro. Look at this. What the frick is this?
Help me bring the king back. Whole and now
Okay,
you need
cool,
to go
cool.
further. I made my case. This.
Alright, yeah, you've done that already. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you've done that. Alright, I understand. Yes, I'm skipping Paradox. I'm skipping also. Alright, guys, I'm gonna make a decision. I'm going to become the king myself.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
Yeah.
You will be seen. You will be followed. You will be blamed. You will vanish into the story you chose to restore. You will break the frame, and what follows will not remember you. You will shape the world to become its witness. Then the idea shall be claimed. Its shape
I chose it for
worn,
myself, guys.
its burden made yours. But first, you have to bring silence to what refuses to be forgotten.
Let's go
If
fight.
this is what you want, then take it, my friend. And promise me you will learn from my mistakes.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
Let's go, Caradoc. I'm gonna fight you, bro. This is what I've always wanted to do. Honestly, it's not even gonna be a fight. Oh, that was too easy of a fight, honestly. That was... I mean, I don't even know, bro. That was just way too easy of a fight.
You think any other human could wield this power? I endured 600 years of pain, of suffering, of loneliness. I made the sacrifices, me!
No, you didn't, bro.
And now you think you can take it from me? The hubris. No. I reject your claim.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Let's fight King Arthur.
I will reforge Avalon. Perfect this time.
Oh man, that was too easy.
You took
Game over.
Arthur's power for yourself. Whatever drove you, need, ambition, or will alone, the strength of a king was now yours to command. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe nobody ever is. But you decided to try. It's a heavy thing, trying to do right where others have failed. Still, you stepped forward, carrying the soul and every choice that brought you here. You ruled not as Arthur reborn, but as yourself, flawed, resolute, untested. Avalon changed beneath your hand, and history will decide what that truly meant. With One Eye and Captain
There it is.
Brandon
Finished
working
the main
side
storyline
by
right there,
side,
guys. I told you we were
the
gonna
South
finish that
found
in
a
the stream,
peace
so
it hadn't known in
let's
years.
go, guys. Man,
The
oh, man,
roads
oh,
stayed
man, oh,
open,
man, I really
the fields were
enjoyed that
guarded,
series.
and the people
What a great
finally
game,
felt
guys,
safe.
honestly. There's
No longer
individual
bound to
performances,
Camelot
it's a
or the
6 out of
Knights of
10.
the Round Table, it became a
disagree, I
land
believe this
ruled
game
by its own people on its own
was
terms.
it 8.5 out of 10?
The men here stayed in Kuanat, but Yvain failed to rally the minds and hearts needed for his Grail quest.
Make some more DLC.
With no clear leaders and rising tension, both Kuanat and Camelot grew fragile,
Shout out to
drifting toward division,
Questline for making
with no
such
one left to hold the line.
all of the problems
You
guys
awakened the
had
giants,
early
and with them
access
at their
and all
side, the Dal Rita conquered Camelot.
guys
As the
made
capital
great
fell, the customs of the tribes spread across Avalon.
rewards if
Not everyone
you
welcomed them,
you know what I mean?
but the change had already taken
Anyways, my
root.
friends, that is the end of,
Feargas was
Fall
named
of
the
Avalon.
new Galahad the Loyal.
I changed
With One Eye and
entire
Brendan
area
backed
of
by the
Avalon.
Dal Rita, the Forlorn Swords, he saw that the South's alliance was strong enough to stand on its own. He urged Camelot to leave the South in peace and turned his attention to securing the rest of Avalon. The captain led the South to independence, breaking all ties with Camelot. Under his rule, the Horns of the South flourished. Merchants, pilgrims, and adventurers returned to the roads, and prosperity once again reached the far corners of the land. One Eye ruled the South, with the Horns of the South at his side. Over time, the Dal Rita of the Fallen Swords rallied to his banner, forging a unified force. With the South secured, he stood in a strong position to launch future conquests across Avalon. Nianta left Kuanat with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggot chose to remain in Kuanat, and the people stayed with him. Over time, they grew to trust him and often sought his wisdom. In time, he took on an apprentice, planting the first seeds of a new druidic tradition. Urfre left Kuanat alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life, and spoke of him with lasting respect. Ailey turned to the merchants for support, and for a time the hospital prospered. But when they began charging patients for care, she walked away and opened her own small practice, refusing to serve profit over healing. Under Stronner's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Balaam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dal Rita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. You stood as her protector, and the Bee Queen believed you understood her purpose. But from the ruins of Brock Mala, her brood now spreads unchecked, and the South must bear the weight of your promise. You accepted the mycelium's offer and let the spores consume Sagramor's body. Now the kingdom lies under fungal control, its people connected, obedient, and slowly fading into the roots that feed the spores.
Huh.
After returning to Camelot, Killian lived quietly for a time. When he vanished, few asked questions. Unsettling rumors had always followed him, and most preferred not to remember.
Ooh. And I like that you're able to basically go back to the final part from the journey so you can see and witness all the stuff. But anyways, guys, once again, we finished the series on Grail. It will all be basically playlist for you guys if you guys want to keep watching the videos. So be it. Go ahead. I still am some builds and those on warrior builds and magic, ring, an archer build and a healing build and a tank. All of that up still. So stay patient on that one. Check out my channel. Please press that like and subscribe button. Also, accept memberships levels $1.99 for basic level, and true supporters are prodigal. It's $9.90. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a good night, a good day, whatever time it is for you. Be safe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.